Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a quick process video for you today. I am working through day 1 of Mind Games from Bythewell4god. I am working through this devotional this month in this tag ring that was available as a kit at release. And it comes with the covers for the tag bob, 20 ranger tags, the ring, the findings, everything that you need. And so there won't be really a setup video for me because really all I'm doing is just putting everything on the ring. I need this month to be very simple. June is super busy for us, and so we have a lot of travel and things that we do. And I need to just kind of make sure that I can streamline this process. I really want to spend the time working through the devotional and just kind of absorbing the subject matter because it's so good talking about our thought life and how we think and just why that is so important. And so I want to be able to kind of streamline some of the art process as much as I can. So for today, what I'm going to be doing is we're doing a really simple entry for day 1. I have some washi tape on the back of this tag, and I have that attached to some white scrap paper, and I'm using this Puzzle Pieces stamp. This is the background stamp. I love this stamp. And I had this idea from the second that I saw this stamp set. And so I am just going to be stamping this down. I'm using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink over here. And I am kind of stamping it. I want it to be hanging off the edges. I have it so that it's kind of lined up at the top. In retrospect, that was not the right way to do this for what I'm trying to do, so I will have to restamp that. You'll see that a little bit later on, but that's okay. So I'm just stamping this down. I love the VersaFine ink. It just gives you such a good impression. And then I'm using this pattern paper from By the Well as well, and I am lining this up really in that bottom right-hand corner. I really like that section there. It's just a little bit more distressed. The colors are a little bit more muted, and I feel like the puzzle piece won't get kind of as lost on that section, but I'm basically just going to be creating a little pocket. So if you know me, you know I love a good pocket in in my journaling, so that's what I'm going to do. So I stamped that down. I'm going to set that off to the side, and this is where I realized that my pieces are not going to line up the way that I want them to. So I'm going to restamp this with that Puzzle Pieces stamp being lined up down at the bottom, and I didn't get a very good impression, and I don't know why I didn't double stamp it, but at any rate, I just pulled out a pen and went back over those lines. This is a Faber-Castell marker, but I think my marker is just a little bit dry, so I'm going to switch to a Micron pen in just 1 second, because what I want to do is kind of continue this puzzle piece artwork basically up at the top and just kind of make it look like it's a continuous stamp, I guess. So I'm just freehand drawing some of the little puzzle pieces, making them kind of try to look like they're interlocking. It's hard because there's that one line across there, but I think that, I think that it works okay. Anyway, so now what I'm going to do is down here at the bottom, I'm just going to cut out a section. So kind of varying in size and shape. So it's a little bit taller on the right, and it goes down to a smaller section down on the left. And then I added some glue down here at the bottom, and the right side is just going to be a little tuck spot. And I'm lining this up with the stamp section on the back of the tag. But then I realized that some of these pieces it needed a little bit of an outline. So I'm taking another Faber-Castell marker. This one is a brush tip one, and I'm just going to go around all of the edges. That's going to just clean up anywhere that I didn't get it, cut perfectly, and also give the edge of all of that just a nice definition. And then I'm going to trim off the excess. I'm not going to worry that the images is kind of hanging off the edge. That's how I like it. I just think it looks better that way anyway. Of course, if you wanted to line it up perfectly, you could certainly do that. But you can see it just kind of is cascading down toward the left. And then that is going to create my little tuck spot for my journaling. I have this one journaling card here that has the bingo kind of look to it. And this is the one that has Proverbs 4:23, which is in this day's devotional. So I want to highlight that. I have it written down on the back of this journaling card, but I want to highlight that. And I'm just using one of the clear mini stickers to cover that so that we're indicating that you can see that. And then I felt like This tag needed a little bit of color kind of up at the top left, just a little bit of balance there. So I cut out just one of those little tiny puzzle pieces, did the same thing with the edge and the marker, and then I'm just going to glue that down over here on the left. And that's just going to really just hold all of my notes for this day. And then that way that gives me the backside to do some reflection. I actually wrote out a prayer on the backside, and then I want to include the title starter for this day. It's called Does It Matter? Talking about our thoughts. And actually I included a couple verses that are not on this day, but they're kind of further in the devotional, which is in Psalm 39 or Psalm 139 verses 23 and 24, where it talks about, search me, O God, know my heart, try me, know my thoughts, because that's really like the position of my heart all the time. I really want that to be how I'm moving kind of through my life. I want the Lord to show me where I need to fix those kind of things. And so I wrote out a prayer on the backside of here. Obviously, that's going to stay private, but I did include that little title starter down there at the bottom. And I want to include these little dominoes because they match up with the days of the devotional. And so what I'm doing is I have this paper. I'm actually using the little scrap paper, but this is Bristol paper. So it's heavy duty. And so I'm just taking the white parts of it. I'm layering it up. I think I did 3 or 4 layers, just glued them on top of each other. And then I am going to cut out this little domino. It's just going to give it a little bit more dimension. I didn't want to make it like super, super thick like a domino, but I did want it to be just really a little bit more dimensional. So I have that. I'm going to punch a little hole with my crocodile just in that really like top right hand corner there. And that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to attach this little domino to my ring. Now I'm using a little bulb pin for this. I don't know that I'll do this for all 14 days. I'll find different ways to attach the domino, but for today I just thought it was fun to have that little kind of interactive element up there just kind of floating around. I just think that looks super cute. I love those dominoes, so I will be definitely using those. But that's basically it for me. Super simple, but if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.